What time is it? It's JRPG time. I read that. God damn it! Why did I even click this? This is hackgu part 11. Like at least it was a thing I can use. I ran the dungeon before I started the recording. I don't need to subject you. Here's what you missed. Bo said, oh, I really want to save Aina. And then Haseo said, don't worry, Bo. We'll save her. I'm the dad from Seventh Heaven. We all know how that turned out. I had been running low on Chim Spheres, so I ran my bike into a tree over and over again. That's how I spent part of my time in this dungeon. It was very riveting. We all know I would have been having some words with it if I had started the recording beforehand. But as it was, I just sat there and I sighed. No, that's a thing. I think Bo has one of those. I think Bo's holding one of those. Right, am I supposed to be looking for anomalies or something? I ran the whole dungeon, by which I mean I ran the dungeon as the way you run a dungeon in the game. But I think I'm supposed to be. Nope. I mean, maybe. Let's go this way. We're still at the end of the dungeon. Hopefully what we're looking for is down here, and it's not one of those search the whole dungeon for anomalies things. Nope, here we go. Good. Very good. I would have hated to run around the whole dungeon again.
Aina!
Let's do this. Let's save Aina.
Alright. This might be a tough battle because I'm only a couple levels over this time. I didn't mean to oh, never mind. These guys are easy. Unless something changes really soon, I don't think this is gonna be an issue. Alright. Is this 3 monsters it, or are we gonna actually... Is there actually going to be a climax to this dungeon? Oh boy, I'm really glad I didn't build up to this in the recording. Really glad there wasn't any build up to this. Alright, Aina, you couldn't do this yourself. I think Bo could have done this himself.
Aina!
You gotta be stronger than Bo, right, Aina? Come on.
Yeah, come with us, Aina.
Okay.
Aina! Shut up!
Yeah, I know how you feel, Aina.
Right now, aren't they?
What guys? Those guys you just fought?
There isn't in the world. Then let it end for all I care.
Okay.
They think my brother was bad. Then their stupid game can just go away forever.
What guys are you talking about?
No. The world. The world was...
What do you mean no, Bo?
That's the only thing the world ever really meant to me. Sail.
And it put you in a coma. See, you're with... Aina's with me. Aina, it put you in a coma, and then it put your brother in a coma.
Ida. And kept the last link between my brother and me.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry.
If I could have chosen, I would have preferred to stay linked together with my brother through Ida. I would have been happier that way. Happier than now. All I am now is miserable.
Yeah, you should probably write to your local representative
Conscious.
and tell them that they need to get together they need to figure out whatever they need to do with international politics to get CyberConnect shut the fuck down. Because apparently this is like the 3rd time something like this has happened at least.
Because it hurts.
Because I noticed when I was grabbing the clips from the last episode that it was like, that's how I learned what's happening in a lot of these cutscenes.
So you advantage of his kindness like that.
Haseo said they showed a flashback to the first game And Haseo said something about the second network catastrophe or whatever it's called.
Aina.
The second big, huge network event. And I'm guessing the first one was also related to the world.
And you.
What? How is this game allowed to exist?
Who'll believe
It
it?
makes no sense.
Ovan. Desperately wanted to live.
Okay. Well, she was alive already. He wanted her out of a coma. I don't think it's worth it to put yourself in a coma just for some kid, though. Dumb. Dumb Ovan. Also, she was out of the coma. She was walking around talking to Bo. She was leading Bo around and stuff. I don't understand why Ovan blew himself up after everything was okay. Presumably. I mean, she seemed fine. Maybe she was still in a coma in the real world. You know, being a video game spirit doesn't seem too bad, especially if apparently the world is the most powerful entity on Earth and they can't get rid of it. So I think you're safer there than being alive in the real world. You're safer as a weird the world ghost.
Head back to the Serpent of Lore for now.
Okay, so thanks for warping me here then. I can warp back. What, you don't want to make me walk out of the beast statue first? Alright, let's and make it, you know, you could have had it so Haseo had to carry Aina in his arms, and he walked slower. Missed up a valuable opportunity to waste more of my time. How could you? This isn't like you, Cyberknight. I expect you to waste my time incessantly. Alright.
Aina?
What?
Chocobo is with her.
Oh, okay. Did they come back ahead of me?
I think she finally understands that blaming you
Does she?
Ovan back.
Because she was doing that the whole way here.
Let's just leave her alone for a while.
Haseo, that monster you fought, was one of Kubia's hunting dogs, a Gomorrah.
Those starfish things from Pokemon?
Isn't the real thing?
Indeed.
They were little. What do you mean?
Capable of producing endless numbers.
You saw a giant monster at the, what was it, the bulwark?
A single Gomorrah.
Hidden something. Hidden forbidden bulwark or something.
One chance maybe to...
That cutscene where Haseo, the thumbnail from the last episode, where he was Hank Hilling it.
Instance of epitaphs. Fighting
Okay.
would only result in our powers canceling each other out.
So they have to send familiars.
Lost the epitaph of rebirth. We would be destroyed.
Do we need,
Oh no. So what can we do?
If we could converse with God.
who's that?
God.
The lead programmer? Who's that?
Have you not heard? There was once a goddess watching over the world.
Alright.
A goddess.
The goddess was the world's strings, the system itself. The
I'm
ultimate
just gonna sit here and look at my phone for a while.
aura.
Aura. That's what they say she was called.
Alright, next. If this cutscene's lore shit, I'm done. Next,
Let's invite Yada. We might be...
back to the Holy Ground. That one, Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. Not Bulwark. I'm guessing this is the same place. Who did we need to invite? Yada. Okay. And, Audley. What level is Yada? Not that much higher. I thought it said 148 for a second. It's like, Jesus. I'm hoping the level cap is like 150. I'm probably gonna have to grind in between this episode and the next one because we're getting to that. We might, by the end of this episode, we might be underleveled. Don't want that. Don't be wanting that. All right. At least we get one more opportunity here to not be. We don't have to go straight back to Sigma or something. Again, we're not teleporting here just to go to the Serpent Lord, just to teleport back, just to skip a cutscene because they want to talk about some shit I don't give a shit about. Aura. I don't care about, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me that, like, all this, like, goddess and network bullshit, like, they tried to sandwich in a fantasy world into the internet. Into the internet that takes place on our Earth.
You sound like you really...
I ranted about this last episode for like half the episode, but like I cannot suspend my disbelief that far. We are on Earth. These characters live in Tokyo. We see news articles about it. It's regular ass fucking. This game takes place in 2017 Tokyo.
In order to search for the ultimate.
I do not believe that there's a goddess that fucking. This is shit that the game developers inside the game world programmed. This isn't real. None of this is real. I refuse to believe that any of this has any semblance of reality. It's just some stupid fucking computer virus.
I believe that Ovan may have originally sought to borrow Aura's power in order to exterminate.
And if it's not, then I don't understand why people like this game for the story anymore. The first 2 volumes, I was like, it's great. These characters, the stories are about the characters. They're having character moments. Haseo has his growth in volume 2. Adelie has her growth in volume 2, Haseo has most of his growth in volume 1. Adelie has most of her growth in volume 2. And then volume 3 is like, hey, do you give a shit about what's going on in Zawarodo? No, I don't. I never did. I care what's happening with these characters. I don't Aura. I don't the Kubia. I don't care about even Ida. Ida was just a fucking boss for us to fight.
My brother? He read books.
And Ovan's been nobody this whole time. He's this mysterious dude that Haseo knew. Because I didn't watch the anime, and I assume he's mysterious in that too anyway, because he's suddenly Tri-Edge.
Epitaph of Twilight. Huh? What?
I'll just repeat what I said the last one. I don't think people who love this game, a lot of the people that like, not the diehards, obviously, the ones that played every volume multiple times to get everything they could, but like the normal people that say no, that are with me generally for the like, oh no, listen, you sit through the gameplay because you want to play for the story. I don't see how they played volume 3 and still come away with that fucking conclusion, because all of a sudden nothing that's happening matters.
Shadowed one. Who quests for the Twilight Dragon.
It's just like they ramped up the epic. But that was never what I liked about the game's story. It was big epic moments in Zawarodo. I never cared about that. I cared about like, okay, Haseo is a little bitch, and I guess he's kind of less of a little bitch now. And at least he's like got friends or whatever. Like, that's the stuff that I was here for. That's the stuff that matters. All of this stuff is just window dressing. And yes, you gotta have that. But they spend so much time with it on volume 3. And it's even like down to the quests, like I was saying. They make you go on the quest shop quest. And the whole thing, the only point of going on the quest shop quest is to get more lore about the game. Get more lore about the game within the game. I don't care about the lore in the game within the game. Not enough to sit through hours and hours and hours of cutscenes about it. Like, I keep comparing it to Tales games.
Tap user P.
Like, Tales has a lot of this over-the-top epic bullshit too, but it's still focusing. It still makes sure that the main focus is on the central cast the whole time. It doesn't spit if it's talking about lore, and it's not like something you have to seek out yourself. It's pretty much only doing that with how it relates to the characters and the situation they're going through. Fucking Colette is turning into an angel. It's showing you that. It's not spending hours and hours of cutscenes telling you that until it's fucking relevant. Oh god, skip this fucking cutscene. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, you know what? No, I'm not finishing this game. That was hackgu JRPG time. This game went off the rails. I fucking hate it now. See you next week for a different game.